full coverage. Full coverage is a waste of money. Yes, if you have a nice newer car or a finance car, I believe you have to get on full coverage, but get on liability. If you're trying to stack up some chips and everything, y'all, get on liability. There's no real big difference, man. 9 times out of 10, you're not even going to get in an accident. It is, you need insurance to actually drive. I know they can take your license away. That's why I just recently got mine. I'm paying $155 a month now because I shopped for different quotes and I finally found a good quote. You know what I'm saying? I don't need the roadside assistance. I don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? All I need is insurance to be on the road. You want to try to limit how much you spend when it comes to insurance, because these companies are kind of scamming, because 9 times out of 10, they're not really scamming. You actually need them, but 9 times out of 10, you don't get in an accident. You know what I'm saying? Or I say, I don't know the real statistics, but I'll say 6 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? Because my wife did get in 2 recent accidents. She got in one like 2 years ago, then she got in one like maybe four months ago. You know what I'm saying? So you actually do get in accidents, but for the most part of the time, I don't think that you get in how they charging y'all for full coverage and stuff. I don't think that you get in that many accidents. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine you pay full coverage for $300 for the rest of your life and you don't get in not one accident. You know what I'm saying? Where's all of that money go? I don't get no money back. So for the people that's trying to save money, that's looking to save money in different aspects, get a cheaper insurance. I'm telling you now, they're all the same thing. Liability, you know what I'm saying? As long as you're driving correctly, you know what I'm saying, you should be really good. You know what I'm saying? You can't control the other driver, but that's why you have some form of insurance to be cool. Now later down the line, when you have the money and you can afford that high paying full coverage, yeah, you know what I'm saying, be fully insured. Why not? You know what I'm saying? Y'all both parties get paid. You make sure everything is good. You make sure, you know what I'm saying? Of course, but I'm saying for right now, liability is all you need. That's all I got. I'm keeping my overhead small. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to drive correctly. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of that, I need to get my seatbelt on, but I'm really going to the speedway real quick anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, you guys. Let me put my seatbelt on though, you feel me? Click or ticket type, you feel me? But overall, with that being said, man, use a cheaper insurance policy. You don't need to get the most expensive, you know what I'm saying, full coverage, roadside assistance, this, that, and the third, this, that. Just get a cheap insurance policy and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, find different quotes. Another thing, if you've been with your insurance policy for a while and there's no getting cheaper, or you feel like they busting your head, every month you should be looking for cheaper quotes. You know what I'm saying? Liability, I called around, every place was saying 300, 450, this, that, and the third for liability. So imagine full coverage. You know what I'm saying? I know when you're younger, your rate is more expensive. But anyways, I called this agent. This agent put me on, and she really tried to get over on me because she tried to set me up for roadside assistance when I didn't need it. And she tried to make me pay a little extra. So I called back just to make sure the payments was right. And what day is it coming out? How much exactly was it? I know it was $100, but it was like $140. And they was like, I called my insurance company and they was like, you don't owe anything until the 27th. I'm like, for real? And so they was like, yeah, we're going to transfer you to the agent that put you on to this insurance. So they transferred me to one of the agents, and they're like, the only payment I see is the roadside assistance. Did you get that? That's coming out on the 10th. I said, no, she never told me that. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of what people are doing with your insurance policies, because a lot of people try to get over the foreign people. Whoever is answering that phone, I think they get a incentive or whatever on how much you spend. So just be mindful of everything that you do. We just got off, my bad, y'all. But with that being said, man, just find you a cheaper insurance policy and like look around for the rates and get on liability. You know what I'm saying? For the people with the newer cars, nicer cars, I would advise you to get full coverage, of course. You know what I'm saying? You want to be covered, but all of the extra stuff, the look for the stuff that's cheap, but don't do no sacrificing. Like I remember when I had my Hyundai, I had got like a little tracker on my vehicle that if you slam on your brakes, or if you do this, it does a beep inside, noise, so it watches how you drive and stuff like that. It made my rate cheaper, and it took off like $60 to $7. So it's really up to you guys if y'all want to do that. I didn't like it after a while because, you know, you can't control how other people drive. You know what I'm saying? If I'm right behind somebody and they just slam on their brakes out all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, I gotta slam on mine, or you feel me? The weather changes how you drive. So, but overall, just get y'all liability, you know what I'm saying? And that'll do the job. That'll do the same thing that full coverage doing, basically. You know what I'm saying? If you know you're a good driver, you know you watch your surroundings, you feel me? You stay on point, you're really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't control that other driver, but just try to prevent as much as you can possible. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you're riding with liability, that's all that matters. So if you guys like this video and you understand what I said, please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch y'all on the flip.